The issue with society, there are so many issues with society, but one of the main ones is how many people are looked down on when you pass a certain age because they still have their V card. I'm 23 and I still happen to have mine, and I'm proud of it. As a man, okay? You pass like the age of 19, 20, 18 is like, okay. He still has some experience to go through. 19, you still got it, bro. Okay, give it a couple more years. Give it a year, 2 years. 20, 21, something wrong with you? Like, you still got your V card? Why? 22, 23, now it's like people look at me like, damn. Why, bro? What's wrong with you? Why do you still have your V card? I'll explain as to why I have chosen to keep mine in a second. But I'm 22 years old, going on 23 next month, and I still have my V card. And I know that might shock some people. Some of y'all might not believe that, but that's the reality. Like, I'm here, no bitches, never had sex in my life yet. And that's not really the issue. Like, I'm honestly here to normalize that. And in fact, check this out. How many of y'all have a physical copy of your V card? Huh? When I say I am proud, I'm a proud virgin. Now, the problem that I have with people looking down on others for not having slept with somebody yet is the fact that it's their personal choice. I want to stray away from the argument in this video that keeping your virginity until marriage is like a flex, because a lot of people don't really think that way. I personally think that way because it signifies to your partner that you have sexual discipline, that you have the ability to restrain yourself, that you know how to control your eyes, so on and so forth. But I'll say, as a woman, I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak on behalf of the girls, but I think it's much more accepted, it's almost praised for a woman to have their virginity after a certain age, like 18, 19, 20. They're considered like sacred, pure people for still having their virginity. And I think it should be considered like this for men as well. Unfortunately, that's not how people see it. There's that saying, the key that can open any door in a city is a valuable key, but a door that opens for any key is very unvaluable, if not completely worthless. I agree with that statement, but to a degree. I don't think that can be applied to this specific construct of virginity. Let's get something very straight right here. Being a virgin does not necessarily mean that you don't have value, that you are a loser, that you don't have direction in life. Men don't get their value from how many women they can get with. Men get their value from pursuing their goals, how much drive they have to accomplish and achieve certain things in life. They get it from what they can provide to the world, what they can offer to other people, and how they can help other people in the best ways that they can. Same as women, but women do it in a different way. I'm almost 23. I'm still a virgin, and I'm completely okay with that. And I think more people should also understand that their value does not come from giving themselves away to somebody and saying that you've had sex. Like, regardless of how many funny looks I get from people, I also get a lot of respect from mature people when they hear me say that I've never had a partner, I've never slept with anybody, because that signifies that I have self-respect for myself, that I have self-restraint. When you're younger, it's more of like, oh, I get to say that I did this thing, and I can tell my friends how good it was. And being a younger kid with more of like a foresight to what potentially can happen in the future, and I still do, I think about a hypothetical sense where I get to say that I did X, Y, and Z, but then understanding that changes nothing. In the hypothetical situation where I lose my virginity, what really changes? Nothing really changes. I got my noodle wet. That's what changed. And then I never get that back again. Ever. In your entire life. You lose it to one person and you never get it back. See, I don't think people understand the permanence and the magnitude of losing your virginity to somebody has on not only your life but the world around you. Having sex, it's not only about you at that point. It's about potentially, and I know protection exists, but potentially bringing a human being into this world. Aside from pleasure, that is the main function that having intercourse with another person serves, is bringing a kid into this world. The irony is that the majority of people having intercourse are not ready for kids yet. If you're still a virgin, do not be hard on yourself. Do not think that your value as a man or a woman comes from giving up your virginity. Remember that this is something that you will never get back. Don't fall for the tricks and the mockery of other people, because that's merely a reflection of what they think of themselves. I never, ever, ever mock anybody for still being a virgin. I give them respect for it, especially when it's of their own accord and they've chosen to keep it for marriage or for the right person. I guarantee the majority of the people who have given it away, especially to the wrong person or somebody they don't end up staying with, they regret it. They wish they could take it back. They wish they could save it for the person that they were actually going to love for the rest of their lives. I've made the mistake of almost shaming people for giving it up in my past videos. A lot of people tell me I'm like passively shaming others into being guilty for giving up their V card. And that's not my intention. My intention is to bring awareness to the fact that you are more than this. At the end of the day, this doesn't really mean anything. What does mean something is the connection that you have between the person that you have sex with. Every time that you engage in activities like that, whether or not you realize it, you are giving a piece of yourself to the person that you have sex with. So the more people you end up doing it with, the more pieces of yourself that you end up giving away. And before you know it, there's a bunch of people who have all these little fragments of yourself that no matter how you put it or look at it, you will never get back. You will never get back your first time. So let's normalize still being a virgin, because pleasure is temporary, but the things that you stand on, the morals that you support and live day to day by, will never fade away. So stay true to you, because at the end of the day, that is the only person that you really have. I have a Discord community. This is the first official promotion of it. I'm gonna leave it linked down below, but if anybody wants to talk about this topic, if anybody needs support on this topic and wants to have a conversation about it, I'm gonna leave it linked down there. You can join. We'll talk, we'll have a conversation. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. Stand firm on what you believe in, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Mwah.